Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I'm back with Rob and Tracy at the Orlando.
Yep.
On a nice bright afternoon.
Yes, no rain today. So far.
First day this week, I think.
Yes.
No rain. So yeah, the cat probably won't make an appearance today because she's upstairs sunning herself in a big square of sunshine. I'm very happy she's too.
Easy life.
So hopefully she won't be wandering around and meowing this week.
No, you never know though, because she hears us talking and sometimes wandering there. So I'll get in on this action.
Yeah, she might do. Yeah. This week's blog and vlog were sort of partly started because of a couple of conversations Robert had with some work colleagues who were pretty much saying they didn't know if they fancied Orlando because they didn't really like roller coasters. And Rob set off on trying to explain that not only are the theme parks so much more than roller coasters, but Orlando and Florida itself are so much more than theme parks.
Yeah.
And so off he went.
Yeah, I mean, the young lad I work next to, he was chatting about it the one day, about doing the vlog, and he told us that he'd subscribe to it and everything, you know. And he says, I'd like to go. He says, but it's mainly the fact I don't like doing big roller coasters. And I was like, well, you don't have to do roller coasters because there's so much there to see. There's the shows and the experiences and everything, you know. And then we were talking about it, you know, and I was like, he goes, oh, he's a massive fan. He's a massive Harry Potter fan. Him and his girlfriend. I'm like, well, there you go. I said, perfect. All over this, mate. Trust me, we've got your fan.
Perfect.
Got you.
Yeah, pop yourself off.
Yeah, pop yourself off, you know. And I was explaining about Hogsmead and Diagon Alley, you know, and Hogwarts itself. I said, the funny thing is, it's a really weird experience that when you're walking through the last bit of Jurassic Park, and you hear the Jurassic Park music as you walk under the arch, and as you turn the corner, you're crossing the big bridge, and there's Hogwarts there. You're like, oh, we're not in Jurassic Park anymore. And the way it just sits, it's so imposing. It's
brilliant, isn't it?
You know, and I said, you got all that there, and I was, I was telling him about that, and I said, if you get bored, I said, you could like go on the Hogwarts Express. And he looked at me and he actually stopped working and went, shut your mouth. I went, oh, genuinely, got a Hogwarts Express that goes between two parks. They built a full-size replica of the station, didn't they?
Yeah.
King's Cross Station. You walk up, and there's everybody there. They've got the old British Rail turnstiles. They've got like another version of W.H. Smith's up the corner where they sell cans of Strongbow, Twixes, Mars bars, and Cosmo and something else. And we was laughing at that. We've got the old BR clicker boards telling you what's going on and where the trains are going to, all British stations. And I see you can go there and you sit in the train in between the two parks, and you look out the window. It's not really a window, is it really? You know, it's like a screen.
Spoiler.
Boy, I imagine. Showing what goes into the sausage, as they say in Hollywood. And I see you can see Hagrid on his flying motorbike, Dementors, Death Eaters, and all the stuff going on. That little car. I don't know what the car is. Not really that much in Harry Potter, really. Yes, but in the hallway, this old style train. You got Ron, Hermione and Harry chatting, and there's bits going on, and they're like running up and down the hall of the train, sorting stuff out. And he was just laughing, he was amazed by it, you know, and I said, he said, oh, is it weird? I went, that's not weird, everybody just joins in. And we had the conversation about that time, me and Tracy went with Richard and Lisa. Hello Richard and Lisa, from watching, hopefully, fingers crossed. And
test you on it later.
Yeah. We sat on this train, and there's like us four, and there's another couple in there who were like late 50s, 60s, and this guy was like, big guy, but he got like the Harry Potter glasses on, the Harry Potter scarf put on with eyeliner, and he got the robes on and something else, and his little wand, and he's sitting there, and his wife was doing the same, and they were giddy with excitement, and we just sat there, and like, we laughed a bit, and then we just thought, do you know what?
They're really enjoying themselves.
They're having a whale of a time.
And you can, that's the thing. I wander around with ears on. I'm sitting in the house in a pair of ears right now.
Exactly.
Anything goes, relax, enjoy. Did you tell him about the interactive wand business as well?
Yeah, I told him, like, you go down Diagon Alley and in Hogsmead as well. They've got certain shops where you can like buy the interactive wands, and so you can even do the show. When I told him about the show where you can go on Ollivanders and you do the thing where the wand chooses you, you know. Fabulous. And he was like, oh, what? You know, and I was like, mate, I said, it's mad, and because he's big into Star Wars as well. I said, like,
there you go.
I sent him a link for a YouTube vid. I think it was Resort TV 1. And they had done like a 25-minute walk around Blackspire Outpost. "Is you got any videos of that?" I went, "Yeah, I'll send you the video." And I sent him the link to that, and literally it was 25 minutes later he sent me one back saying, "Oh, that don't look very good, does it really? It looks absolutely mint." And it's like no, like I said to him when I stood there talking to him, because if you would have told 9-year-old me back in the day that I could go and walk up to a full-size Millennium Falcon and then go and fly it and sit at the table and play chess, I'd have called you the biggest liar, your pants on fire to your face. And I said, it's like, this is the detail.
It's like children's dreams come true, isn't it, really?
Look, so it's the immersiveness of it.
Yeah.
I said, everybody's there. I said, like, you've got like people running around pretending, not pretending, who are rebel spies, trying to keep away from the First Order, and they ask for your help while you're walking around Blackspire Outpost. So, and then you go around, as I was telling you, like, if you're big into Star Wars, you can go to Launch Bay, is it Launch Bay? Hollywood Studios.
Oh.
And do the meet and greets. I was telling you that time when Chewbacca chased Tracy out the room.
He didn't chase me actually, he just came towards me, but I didn't realise I was actually frightened of him. So he came towards me and I ran like a child.
Run like a fool.
I went, "Ooh!" and ran like Finley and friends. Ooh! I've no idea why, I didn't realise that he was so... I don't know, I was frightened.
That day, me and Ash were standing there having a meet and greet with Chewbacca, and he was like, I said, "How do you say like Rob in Kashyyyk?" He's like, doing all this stupid stuff. And as you walked away, we said bye to Chewie and give him a hug. You stand, you go give Chewie a hug, he's lovely. And as I walked away, Trace goes, "What did he say to you?" I'm like, at that moment, just like, I do love you, I've just literally managed it a week ago, but really.
I don't know. I get all giddy with it, because I mean...
It's mad.
Just the visuals of the parks. If you don't want to ride the rides, I get it.
I was telling you, like, somebody I
Magic
saw...
Kingdom and all of that.
I saw another vlog where a guy was, like, chatting rubbish to one of the stormtroopers who walk around all the while. I said, and I literally followed him and his family for half a day. Like, making sure, like, he was here again, he's in the restaurant having his meal, and there's like a little dunk, dunk, dunk on the window, and he looks around, and these two stormtroopers are there just like... Watching you. And he said, it made me day.
Yeah.
He said, the fact somebody gets paid to act like that and walk around and follow you, like, man, I'm here all day, knock your boots out, I'm not the one wearing a suit of armour.
Happy days. But then, just telling him about the parks themselves, Magic Kingdom, the look of it, just how pretty it is, all the shows, all the parades, all the food, the restaurants, the experiences, the live music, all of that's going on. And then you think about Animal Kingdom and all of the... Never mind the rides, you're just talking about the way the countries look when you go from Africa to Asia and
Asia, Pandora.
And all of that. The way they look, the detail, the planting, the sympathetic food to that area, the drinks that match the... all of it.
Well, we're going to the thing about what started some of the conversations off was he just had Disney Plus, and I said, if you've been watching The Mandalorian, he said, I'm going to watch the making of The Mandalorian. I says, watch that. I says, and then watch the Imagineering story.
Yeah.
So what's an Imagineer? I says, it's a Disney engineer, but they imagine and then they engineer it. I said, it shows how they make the parks and how they was going through it, and he's like, I said, have a look at that. And
it's fascinating, isn't it?
It's one of those things, just like back in the day, they didn't have the technology, and then Walt Disney was just basically saying to him, I told him, well, here's the money, go and invent something to make that work.
Go and find it, whatever we need to make that work. So just there's all of that level of detail in the way the parks look and all of that. But then even aside from the parks, you're just talking about...
Food.
Yeah, there's food and all the restaurants and all the, and the shopping, there's all of that. But then you talk about, we always go to Clearwater, don't we?
Yeah.
Always go to Clearwater. I love to look at the beach, the sea, have some nice lunch. We'll go out on the Screamer, see the dolphins, just jumping up in the wake of the boat. Fantastic.
Are we lucky? We were saying talking about the beach. I said even like the beach, you go down there, you rent your deck chairs. You can even rent like the little pod thing, can't you? Like the windbreaker.
Yeah.
But even the way it's set up is so good because you come off the beach and there's like rows of showers, so you can come off the beach, shower off, chuck something else on, wash your feet, off you go. And it's like the hard choice there is you go down, you're walking down, and a beautiful, massive long beach to walk down, isn't it? Down Clearwater. You're walking down Clearwater Beach, and you keep smelling different foods. You're like, oh, where should we go for lunch, or where should we go for a meal before we go back?
So much to do there.
Yeah, so much. But even I said even the good thing is if you've got a car, it's even just getting in your car and just going for a drive.
Yeah.
Like the drive to Clearwater itself, and you go through Tampa. Some of the sites there, Tampa is Beautiful city.
Yeah, it's
Beautiful
lovely.
city.
There's quite a bit to see there, and then you can go the other way. So you can go up north, you go to Saint Augustine, the oldest
Which is
towns
on
in
our
America,
list.
which is phenomenal. It was just beautiful. The Flagler College there is fantastic. There's the Fountain of Youth. Doesn't work.
Is it Ponds the Little?
Doesn't work. And there's just so much to do there. There's the old jail and the oldest house, the big fort there. It's just all phenomenal. And then aside from, if you're just thinking about Orlando even, you're talking about Icon Park and the Starflyer and the Orlando Eye and Madame Tussauds and the go-karting thing.
Manny Andretti's Top Golf,
all of that. And then you've got golf courses, and then you've got like Boggy Creek, which we always go to and go and see a bit of the real Florida and some nature and the people there are so passionate about it, and they tell you so much that you didn't know, and you get to see.
I mean,
what did we see? What eagle was it?
Bald eagle. It was massive. Huge. And it was only a younger one as well.
It was.
Apparently, he said, this is one of the younger ones.
Yeah.
And he was like, really? I was like, we were looking at this thing, and it was, but it just looked the size of its claws on this log. It was just sitting there, just like.
Wasn't it? I mean, all of that, you can do that just in the Orlando area.
So you could have a walk around
Wonderworks and Madame Tussauds.
So you can walk around, driving around there, but like that little thing that we love to do is to go to Celebration.
Yes,
which is another stunning little town.
Beautiful little town. Oh, love.
And if you go there like during Halloween,
everything's all dressed
we've
up.
mentioned this before. How you guys in the US, thanks for watching, love to go belt and braces and everything, because I was telling them about that house that looked like the hull of a shipwreck boat.
Yeah, it was a pirate ship, wasn't it?
Yeah. And it was just mad.
The house was just dressed so well, but so there's just so much to do. You could easily spend a couple of weeks and actually not go anywhere near the theme park.
Yeah,
just eating and drinking and visiting places and experiencing things and. Just generally, shopping, looking around. Just so much to do, isn't there?
Yeah. Like, one of the things is we'll be working away and they'll get, Rob. I'm like, what's that, mate? What's the matter? They'll go, tell me about the food again. I'm like, oh, listen, child, I'll tell you about the food. Tell me about the brisket. Tell me about the beer. Well, the beer's nothing to write down about, to be fair, but we'll listen about that. Gloss over that, But then again, they've upped the game there because they've got City Works Poorhouse. That's opened up,
and in Epcot though, when you go around there, they've got some new and interesting beers and country specific beers and things that you probably wouldn't try or.
Well, we had that one, man. Ash had that beer float. You had the raspberry beer, raspberry wheat beer. It tasted like that medicine. You used to have a kid, the penicillin one, the pink one. It wasn't the best. It was like one of those. Well, I've tried it.
But there is, but that's another thing, isn't it? You go to Epcot and that doesn't feel like a theme park.
No, I did say that's the one place I'd say to go. If you didn't, to me, it's not a theme park.
No, it's an experience.
It's an experience because you've got like Living with the Land.
Yeah.
You've got the
Spaceship
Earth thing, what's the one where you go over the mountains and everything? Soaring. I'm terrible at the moment with my memory. You've got Soaring, but like literally you've got all that round there and Test Track as well. But when you start going around the World Showcase, it's the detail. And this is what I was saying to him. I said, with the theme parks, whether it's Disney, with Universal, anywhere you go, I said, it's the devil's in the detail. Like we were talking about Pandora, showed him the floating mountains, and that impressed him. Because if you go there at night again, it changes again. Because everything's done in a different way. They've got bioluminescence, so when you tread on the floor lights up. And he was like, oh, I'd like that, there's that. And they'd be like, Epcot, each country is 100% guaranteed to be sympathetic and authentic to that country. Like with Epcot, you get like different people who live and work who come from the country. So like in Germany, there's people from Germany there working in the beer cellar. And in the places like that, and then you've got the Werther's Caramel Couche shop, which is just the best smell in the world. Oh my God, drags you around by your nose.
France is still my favourite.
France is still
Champagne and crepes.
Yeah. And now they're doing Remy's Ratatouille Adventure and having all those new bits. That's going to look next level, that is. So looking forward to that. But I'd like to explain a bit the Morocco Pavilion. Because the government of Morocco, the King of Morocco, wanted to be authentic. they had Disney Imagineers go to Morocco to take photographs and sketches and talk to local craftsmen. The King of Morocco said, "Nah, listen, these tiles, because everything is tiled, isn't it? Everything's just tiled. It's beautiful geometric patterns." So the King of Morocco goes, "Look, so you get this right. I'm going to pay, and I'm sending my own or our own tilers over to do the tiling. And when you get there, it is breathtakingly stunning."
Like the Japan pavilion as well.
That's my favourite.
That's stunning.
Genuinely my favourite.
Spend hours in that Japan shop.
Yeah, that big supermarket, that superstore
and then
thing.
we're walking around over the little bridge, looking at the koi and looking at the
the burbling water. It's just like so relaxing. Cause like any theme park, Epcot it's all hustle, bustle, and people go, getting in between places. But you sort of go to Japan, and you go over the little bridge, and you're standing there looking at the koi, and you hear the water burbling away, and you're watching the fish, and you just sort of like, everything just goes away. And the beauty of the Japan pavilion as well, where the big temple is at the front, and the drummers there, the Kodo drummers. If you go around the back, there's like a little bamboo forest type of garden thing, but there's tables and benches around there. And once you go around there, just sit there with a drink, it's quiet. You wouldn't even know you were in Orlando or in a park, because it's just quiet. You're sitting there, and you've got your little snow cone thing you brought in Japan. You've got your shaved ice for your sugar syrups, and just sitting there going, "Oh, this is nice," and a bit of brain freeze going on. But just to chill, sit there with the bamboo one side here, the koi the other, you're like, I've had worse days.
Yeah, it's just so pretty, isn't
Yeah.
it? So yeah, so much to do. We haven't even covered of it, have we?
No.
We haven't gone down as far as Miami. We haven't gone out to the Keys. We haven't talked about any of that. But there's so much to do. So if you're thinking to yourself you don't like roller coasters, or in fact you don't like theme parks, don't let that put you off.
No,
Get
definitely
yourselves
not.
there.
Because
Honestly, it's phenomenal.
Like where to stay, and obviously you could stay in Disney accommodation, on site, off site, stay on iDrive, Universal, that's everything's
Just
there.
Villas, townhouses. You can even camp.
You can. I would like to.
I wouldn't want to, but there is a campsite in Davenport.
Yeah, there's a campsite there. But one thing I just say as well, that if you do like water parks, this is the place to be.
I didn't even mention the water parks.
No, that's just come to me. That I was just sitting there then thinking water parks.
Yeah, so water parks, Whether you, and again, if you don't like going down the slides and rushing around like head cases, we do that. But if you don't, if that's not your thing, just get yourself some comfortable big round tire, float around the lazy river.
Or if you're in Universal, go have a lap of the lazy river, then go around the crazy river.
Well, that's not the way to relax, is it?
No, but it's more fun.
It's very much fun, but it's definitely not relaxing.
If I get a bit fed up sometimes, and I'm like a bit bored, I'll go to my phone on my iPod and I pull up my photos and videos, and I always look through past ones and I always have a little smile to myself. But I've got these little segments of videos, so like there's like me, Ash, Tiff and Trace in the crazy river in Volcano Bay, and we're absolutely just being flung along, and everybody's trying to do that thing, keep your head out of the water and look alright, because you've just done your hair, and you're just being battered against the wall, dipped underneath, blasted along, and the music from a Hawaii 5-hour playing as you're being shoved along. And
you can't help but laugh.
We went round doing it again and again. We couldn't get out. You think, what are you going to wear a life vest in this? And as you walk in, the water just takes your legs. You're like, oh yeah, that's why you're going to wear a life vest.
So yeah, there's so much to do. All good stuff. So yeah, that's our week this week really. We've been looking and talking about things like that. We've got new ears. Mermaid hair, don't care. We've got new Universal t-shirts. They've arrived this week. Yep. We've also got some fabulous new prints, which we had
from the Candy Apple Print Company.
Candy Apple Print Company.
Top guy.
Check them out.
Check them out, really good.
Because we're next weekend decorating the man cave. It's going to be our new studio. Studio for filming. So we're gathering all of our Disney and Universal and Orlando memorabilia and pictures and what have you. And maybe next week's vlog and blog might be about our before and after and the creation of our studio. So we may or may not be covered in paint. And the cat may or may also not be covered in paint.
I think the cat's been more annoyed because in the man cave there's my nice comfy armchair from IKEA that I brought for gaming because I've got my Xbox and everything in there. And I hardly get to use it. There's an armchair and a footstool, and the cat's bed's on the armchair because she finds it so comfortable, and I have to sit on the footstool. And if I try and move the cat's bed, she gives me the stink eye, so I'm like, oh, you stay there then. You stay in my £100 chair and I'll sit on a £30 footstool.
Correct.
Standard.
Yeah. Standard. So yeah, so that's next week. So yeah, we shall. We've got things to order, blinds, and we've got some paint, and we're ready to go. So yeah, we'll be planning and sorting all week, and then decorating next weekend. So you may get a bit of a glimpse of it next weekend, and hopefully the weekend after that, we may well be vlogging from our new studio.
Fingers crossed. It shouldn't be too bad. I mean, I think the worst part of it is going to be, it's not the painting. I think it's going to be moving the furniture, because it's only a small room, so it's a bit like that game. We have to keep moving the cubes, the squares along to make a bit more space. So that'll be the main part. But you know, it is what it is. We just got to crack on with it and just get on our way. Yeah, busy week. That's normal. That's normal, yeah. So have a good week, all. Stay safe. Be careful. Watch what you're doing, and we'll see you all next week. Hopefully. See you all next week. Bye bye now. Bye bye. Bye bye.